Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Yubi. And if you clicked on this video today, you're probably someone that's either looking for a C8 or you have a C8 on the way and you're wondering, how long is it going to take me to get this thing? Well, today I'm going to answer your questions. Somebody asked me to answer this question from a previous video, so let's get into it. So I started seriously looking at Corvette C8s back in February of 2022. I had been kind of like you guys, just watching videos, getting more info. And I said, okay, I'm ready. I'm ready to start the process. Let me put down a deposit on this car. So that was in July 27th of 2022. Went in, put down my $5,000 deposit, which I thought was high at the time. But it's all going towards the down payment anyway, so I didn't really care. And okay, we'll start the process. Now my dealership, they typically get 2 or 3 allocations a month. And I was told that the process typically takes between 6 to 9 months. So that was certainly a lot better than what I had heard on forums from other people's experiences. I know earlier on when the C8 hype was, at its peak, people were waiting 12 to 18 months for a turnaround time to get their cars. So I was more than happy to wait 6 to 9 months for it. So fast forward about a month later, it's August, and I decide that I want to make a couple changes to my spec. Of course, during this time, you guys, I'm playing with the configurator and I'm changing my mind, and yeah, I switched it up and I wanted to do 3LT instead of 2LT. So I call up the dealership. They're like, yeah, it's no problem. It's just in their local inventory or workbench is what the computer system's called. So they make the changes and they update it in their system. So fast forward another month and it's mid-September and the sales rep calls me and he's like, hey, your allocation's available. We just need you to finalize your build and make sure everything looks good and we'll send it in. So I look it over and I say, okay, cool. Everything looks good. And I submit it. So 3 days later on September 23rd, I get my first email from Chevy and it says, we've received your 2023 Corvette order, and this email serves as a update that your car's gone to 3000 status, which means that GM has accepted it for production. So of course, you guys, I'm hyped. I'm like, oh man, I'm already at 3000 status. That's awesome, because I've been hearing about people waiting to go to 3000 status for so long. I literally just went in on the 20th of September and confirmed my order, and 3 days later, I'm already in. So I'm feeling great. So now we start the waiting game, waiting for the next order status update, which I received about a little over a month later, which was on November 7th. And I received the email from Chevy saying that your 2023 Corvette has reached the next stage. And that means that it reached order status 3400, which in Workbench says that it's broadcast, and that's when you receive a estimated production week for your vehicle. It means that they're going to pull all the parts and that it's going to be out on the assembly line getting built. So I'm super excited, and I find out from my dealership that the estimated production day is going to be November 10th. So only 3 days from when I actually received the email saying that it's actually going to be built. So I was definitely excited. I'm like, oh wow, we're getting really close. It's going to, pretty much be built like in the next couple days. Okay, so now I know that my car is being built on November 10th, and I'm excited. But then I don't get any updates for the rest of the month of November. And I just assumed that there was some quality control going on and they were testing the vehicle. But I didn't receive any additional emails from Chevy from this point on. And I was really just like, man, what the hell's going on the whole time? And I'm reaching out to the dealer and they don't know exactly what's going on. They just see that it's been produced and that it's available to ship, but it's just sitting there in Bowling Green and it's not moving. And honestly, you guys, this was probably the worst part of the whole process, knowing that the car was built and that it's ready to be shipped, but it's just not moving. So I was getting really impatient towards the end, but it all worked out. After the Thanksgiving holiday, I received a call from the dealership on November 27th saying that the vehicle was ready for pickup. And, naturally I just got super excited, and like, this is the moment I've been waiting for. I went down there the next morning and picked it up, and it was a great experience. I got to pick it up with my dad, who's a huge car head, and we got to share that moment together. So From start to finish, the entire process took about 4 months, and I know that is kind of an exception to the rule because I know a lot of people typically wait at least 6 months, 9 months, a year to get the vehicle. But for me, it was pretty streamlined. I didn't have a lot of issues at all during the process. The one thing, like I said, I would probably caution people on is just to take the Chevy emails with a grain of salt, because even after I looked back at the workbench order showing the entire order status update and all the dates, it was actually behind. The Chevy emails were behind the actual workbench system. So yeah, if you guys had questions, I would definitely reach out directly to the dealership since their system is the most up to date. But yeah, I hope that this video was helpful in answering some of you guys' questions regarding how long it'll take to receive your C8. Hang in there. I know that it seems like it's going to take forever, but it'll be here before you know it. As always, I appreciate you guys checking out my videos. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below, and feel free to like and subscribe. I will be creating more content around the C8 Corvette, so if you have any suggestions or questions, please feel free to chime in. But that's going to do it for this video, you guys. I'll see you next time.